Hi, I'm Terry, and welcome to Cat Scratch Kitchen. Today we're going to make my new favorite soup, lasagna soup. We're going to make it in the Instant Pot, but you can make it on the stove just as easy. Let's get started. These are the ingredients you're going to need. Now it looks like a lot, but a lot of these are just large containers of spices, and most of the stuff you're going to have in your pantry already. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay, first thing we're going to do, we're going to turn on our Instant Pot to saute and let it heat up. Once it reaches temperature, we're going to add a couple of teaspoons of olive oil. Now this is only if you're using really lean ground beef or you're using ground chicken. If you have regular ground beef, you probably won't need to add the olive oil. The ground beef I have is really lean, so I'm going to be using the olive oil. Okay, we've come to temperature. I'm going to put just a couple of teaspoons of olive oil. Now I've got 1 pound of ground beef. And we want to break it up so it's in smaller pieces. And we're going to cook it until it's no longer pink. Once the ground beef is no longer pink, we want to add our onion, which we've diced up. You can use red onion or white onion, yellow onion, doesn't matter. And about 5 cloves of garlic, fresh, or this is the refrigerated stuff, the stuff in the jar. Just minced up garlic. And stir it around with the ground beef. Let it cook for just a couple of minutes until the onions start to soften and it gets really good and fragrant. Okay, once it's gotten where the onions are a little bit soft, then you're going to want to drain the grease out. Now you can try and take the liner out if you want to, that works fine. Or what I like to do is just take a paper towel and some tongs and just soak it up that way. Then you don't have to worry about taking out that hot liner. Okay, now we have 4½ cups of chicken broth. I've just used bouillon and water, and we want to add just a little bit of it, maybe ½ cup of it, just to deglaze the bottom of the pot. Make sure that there's no brown pieces of the meat or the onions stuck to the bottom with a spoon or a spatula, so that you don't get that burn notice at the end while you're cooking. Now you're going to add the rest of the broth. You can use vegetable broth if you prefer instead of chicken broth. Now we're going to add 1 15-ounce can of diced tomatoes, juiced and all. Now we're going to use 2 cups of pasta sauce. Now this happens to be the pasta sauce that we made before in the Instant Pot, only it's a batch that I made without meat. And I had it in the freezer in 2 and 4 cup portions. And so I was able to just thaw out one of those packages and I'm ready to go with pasta sauce. Okay, we've got basil, dried parsley, onion powder, oregano, and red pepper flakes. And the measurements are down below in the description. Add those to the pot, and now give it a stir. Now we're going to take it off of saute, and we're going to add our lasagna noodles. Now the lasagna noodles that I can get here are short. They're probably about half the size of normal ones. So typically you would need about 8 normal ones. I'm going to use maybe 12. What we want to do is just break them up so they're in easier portions to eat as a soup. All you want to do is make sure that your noodles are submerged, but you don't want to stir it. We're going to lock the lid in place. We're going to turn the steam vent to seal. We're going to set our pressure at high for just 7 minutes and press start. Now it's going to take about 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes to come to pressure, and then you're just going to have your 7 minutes. When the 7 minutes is up, we're going to do a quick release of the steam, and we'll put the rest of the ingredients in our soup. Okay, timer just went off. We're going to release the steam, turn it off. Then we're going to remove the lid away from you so that you don't get an instant facial. Now we're going to add a cup of ricotta, half a cup of Parmesan, and a teaspoon of balsamic vinegar. And stir it all together. You can see your noodles have just turned out perfect. They're not mush, which is always amazing to me in the Instant Pot. You would think that they would just turn into mush. Now I've got 1 cup of grated Parmesan. We're gonna sprinkle that on top. And want to put the lid back on, just kind of off kilter, so that it gives the mozzarella time to melt. Now, ooh, that looks good. Go ahead and serve it right away. Stringy cheese, I love it. That is so good. My taste buds think I'm eating lasagna. It's absolutely delicious. I hope you try it soon. You won't regret it. As always, in the description is the recipe as well as a link so that you can print it out for yourself. I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe and also hit that notification bell so that you don't miss Hit that notification bell so that you don't miss anything next time. Until then, enjoy your food and have fun in the kitchen. Bye.